The more recent the death, the more likely they're going to come through with very specific, detailed information because they remember it. But if they've been gone for 10, 15, 20 plus years,
Yeah,
all that fades away and they start to evolve up into the higher heavenly realms. There's different levels.
right.
So, right. And so when they start getting very like up there, it's hard for them to come down to this dense vibration, and they have less interest in doing so because they've made peace with everything.
Hmm.
And so it's more likely you would connect in a dream state where you're literally going to that dimension, meeting them where they're at versus us pulling them down into this dimension. There's so many factors. That is one possibility. The other one is that they have moved on and they're unavailable because they're off doing something. They could be restoring their light. They could be in a whole other, like preparing for a new reincarnation. And most souls choose to come back because while you're going through a life, it might seem like unbearable and you might say, what was I thinking? I'm never coming back. I'm staying over there. But once you get over there, you realize that it wasn't so bad and there was so much good to life and growth that occurs from being incarnated. And so oftentimes most souls choose to come back and do and be better. But if you choose not to, you can work on growing your soul on the other side. It's a really loaded question because there's so much that happens over there. It's multidimensional. There's classrooms, there's different levels. You go to the place you've naturally earned by who you were in your previous life. The whole goal of the soul is to evolve to a greater sense of love, of being an embodiment of more love and light, which at the end of the day I call God. The incentive to reincarnate is you can work through more karma a lot faster if you have the gift of a body, the physical tool, versus trying to do it more slowly in spirit. You certainly can, but most souls want to be more efficient and get through it and evolve. And so they choose to come in and have this experience. Here's an example. It would be like reading about traveling the world, going over to Europe in a textbook versus actually getting your suitcase packed and getting on a plane and going over there and walking through the countries, right? Totally different experience. One, you're just learning and reading, and from an intellectual perspective, you're going through it, but the other is an actual experience. It's your own personal, authentic experience. And they're two completely different things. The experience is most likely going to be a lot more transformative and powerful than just reading about it in a book.